Sherry from Choose Kind. This is our second video today. We did a first video earlier on testing vegan egg alternatives. We did some scramble omelet and then the vegan egg scramble. And we have moved on to vegan bacon. I like the look of this.
It smells really good too. I think, is this the one that had the seasonings?
Yeah.
Like maple and hickory?
Yeah, that was the one that was like really, really saucy. It does taste good.
Mm.
It has a very smoked flavor. Smoky.
It doesn't quite have, I mean, it doesn't quite have the same texture as bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do like my bacon really crispy, so
Okay.
I don't know if even putting this in long would make it crispier. This one not really
Bacony.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it has a really good smoke flavor.
Mm.
I think maybe it's a little bit dry and the texture doesn't quite remind me of bacon, but the flavor is very good.
Yeah, the flavor is good.
I give that one a 7. I really like the smoky flavor of it. For me, that really mimics American bacon a lot. So yeah, and I like the texture.
Cool.
Give it a 6. As a meat product, it would be pretty close, but it didn't quite do it for me for an actual bacon item.
I gave it a 7. I really like the smoky flavor. I thought it was a little bit dry and the texture didn't quite match what I would expect in bacon.
I gave this a 9. I really like the taste of it.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Hickory, smoked. I like the texture. I don't know if I'd say it's the same texture as bacon, but I really like it as a product on its own. It's really good. You were saying earlier that they look like fruit roll-ups.
The picture on the package kind of makes it look like a fruit roll-up.
A little bit closer.
A little bit closer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It almost, it almost tastes a little bit like ham, not like
Yes.
Not
I was
like
having trouble putting my finger
Yeah.
on it.
bacon.
I think this one's much sweeter. It doesn't have that smoke flavor. I do think the texture is a little bit better. It's not quite as dry.
I give this one a 6. I think the texture is a little bit better for normal bacon, but I don't like the taste as much. So.
I'm gonna give it a 5. It's kind of sweet. The texture is okay.
I give this one a 5. I do think it's very sweet. It reminds me more of like a holiday ham than of a bacon.
I gave this a 4. The texture is okay, but I'm not a fan of the taste. Looks a bit more bacony. It has like little fat pockets. It sounds so gross.
What do you mean?
Pockets of fat.
Oh yes, it does.
Mm.
Oh wow, it's really trying to mimic.
I think the texture of this one.
the texture is closer.
Yeah.
It's got a little, almost like a little snap to it. That when bacon is not really crispy, that's pretty close. Even the flavor is a little bit closer too.
Oh really?
Yeah, you're starting to. This one is starting to have a little bit more of a bacon flavor to it too.
Yep, I agree. Closest taste and texture to bacon so far.
Give this one a 6 as well. It's a little dry, but I do like the taste in general.
I'm gonna give this one an 8. This was the closest one in my mind. Although tasting a little bit more like ham than bacon, the texture was, I think, the closest. And with a little bit of a flavor difference, it could be pretty good.
I give this one a 7. I did think that it was the closest texture to bacon. Not as smoky as some of the other ones that we tasted, but I thought that the flavor was good and did remind me of bacon.
I give this a 6. I think the texture was pretty close. And it was a good taste. It was more subtle than the others. I would have preferred it a bit more smoky like the first one. But generally it was pretty good. rated this on one of my Instagram posts and said that this was their favorite, so I'm looking forward to it. This is Tempeh, so this is a bit different from the others.
I like the taste of it.
It's good. It's not quite. I wouldn't call this like. I wouldn't say that this one's a little bit further away.
Yeah.
In the texture, and the flavor's not. I mean, it's kind of close.
I'm giving this one an 8. Although the texture is very different because it's made out of tempeh, I really like the flavor of it, and for me this would be a really good addition to any dish that I would normally add bacon to. So, an 8.
I gave it a 6. Not as thrilled with this one. The texture was okay, but not consistent. And the flavor, it was okay.
I gave it a 7. I thought it was delicious, but I thought the texture was the least like bacon out of everything that we tried today.
Yeah, I give this a 7 as well. I agree. The texture is nothing like bacon. It's grainy, it's tempeh, but the taste is really, it's really good. This one looked pretty realistic in the back. Like it had like the fat, like the side of it fatty, and it's very big.
Yeah,
wide.
That's a half a slice.
So yeah, size-wise, it's strange, but
I like the taste. I like the texture of my first piece. This second piece, I'm going to take this part that looked a little bit
Fattier.
more like a fatty part, and I'm going to see if how that compares to the other part that looked like the not fatty part.
this is good.
That's really good.
You like it?
I'm actually not as big of a fan of
No,
it.
me neither.
We have a split decision on
You
that.
guys are like really
Yeah.
quiet there.
I like the smokiness of the first one we tried, I think.
I didn't really like the there's a little bit of an aftertaste to it that I couldn't quite place.
I'm gonna go with a 5, even though they tried to really mimic the texture with like fat pockets and making it look like bacon. To me, it more tastes like grainy, something bread-like, and it's not really bacon to me.
I'm gonna give it a 5 also. It kind of depends on what part of it you eat. The part that is like the meat part of it has kind of a bit of an aftertaste that I don't like to it, and then like the fat pocket part of it I think is closer to actual bacon, but there's not enough of it to like really convince me.
I give it a 6. I do like the taste. The texture is not quite bacon-like, but I don't think it's too far off.
I give this a 9. When I tasted it for the second time, I really, really like the texture, and I really like the taste of it as well. It reminds me, maybe not of bacon, but of like a meat product of some sort, and I'm really impressed. It's got that like salty taste, which I remember in bacon having. So I like it for that reason.